The stock market is filled with individuals who know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Philip Fisher. Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas. Paul Samuelson. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Warren Buffett. The four most dangerous words in investing are, "This time it's different." Sir John Templeton. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Warren Buffett. The goal of a successful investor is to make the best possible decisions, one decision at a time. Naved Abdali. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Warren Buffett. Do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again. Richard Branson. Wide diversification is only required when investors do not understand what they are doing. Warren Buffett. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. In investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. Robert Arnott. It's not about timing the market, but time in the market. Unknown. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Albert Einstein. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Warren Buffett. Time is your friend, impulse is your enemy. John Bogle. Patience is not simply the ability to wait, it's how we behave while we're waiting. Joyce Meyer. Successful investing is about managing risk, not avoiding it. Benjamin Graham. Far more money has been lost by investors preparing for corrections or trying to anticipate corrections than has been lost in corrections themselves. Peter Lynch. The intelligent investor is a realist who sells to optimists and buys from pessimists. Benjamin Graham. I will tell you how to become rich. Close the doors. Be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. Warren Buffett. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Warren Buffett. The stock market is a voting machine in the short run and a weighing machine in the long run. Benjamin Graham. Know what you own and know why you own it. Peter Lynch. Wall Street people learn nothing and forget everything. Benjamin Graham. A great company is not a great investment if you pay too much for the stock. Benjamin Graham. No price is too low for a bear or too high for a bull. Unknown. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. Warren Buffett. You make most of your money in a bear market, you just don't realize it at the time. Shelby Cullum Davis. The biggest risk of all is not taking one. Melody Hobson. Bull markets are born on pessimism, grow on skepticism, mature on optimism, and die on euphoria. Sir John Templeton. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. More money has been lost trying to anticipate and protect from corrections than actually in them. Peter Lynch. In investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. Robert Arnott. Investing is not about beating others at their game. It's about controlling yourself at your own game. Benjamin Graham. The investor's chief problem, and even his worst enemy, is likely to be himself. Benjamin Graham. Every once in a while, the market does something so stupid it takes your breath away. Jim Cramer. Investors must keep in mind that their best interest is served only by deploying their assets in areas they understand. Monish Pabrai. Financial security and independence are like a three-legged stool resting on savings, insurance, and investments. Brian Tracy. The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. John Maynard Keynes. In the short run, the market is a voting machine, but in the long run, it is a weighing machine. Benjamin Graham. Markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. John Maynard Keynes. I learned that you don't get rich sitting on your hands. Dale Carnegie. I never attempt to make money on the stock market. I buy on the assumption that they could close the market the next day and not reopen it for 5 years. Warren Buffett. There is always something to worry about. Avoid worrying about what you can't control. Peter Lynch. The market is a pendulum that forever swings between unsustainable optimism and unjustified pessimism. Benjamin Graham. The stock market is a giant distraction to the business of investing. John Bogle. In the long run, it's not how much money you make that will determine your future, it's how much of it you keep. Robert Kiyosaki. To achieve satisfactory investment results is easier than most people realize. To achieve superior results is harder than it looks. Benjamin Graham. The only investors who shouldn't diversify are those who are right 100% of the time. John Templeton. Diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes little sense if you know what you are doing. Warren Buffett. The best way to own common stocks is through an index fund. Warren Buffett. Your portfolio is like a bar of soap. The more you handle it, the smaller it gets. William Bernstein. Successful investing is about managing risk, not avoiding it. Benjamin Graham. Good diversification means finding good companies and buying them at attractive prices. David Einhorn. The desire to perform all the time is usually a barrier to performing over time. Robert Olstein. Wide diversification is only required when investors do not understand what they are doing. Warren Buffett. In investing, diversification is the only free lunch. Harry Markowitz. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. The individual investor should act consistently as an investor and not as a speculator. Ben Graham. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Warren Buffett. Never depend on a single income. Make investment to create a second source. Warren Buffett. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. Ayn Rand. Rich people invest in time, poor people invest in money. Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Warren Buffett. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn. It's not your salary that makes you rich. It's your spending habits. Charles Jaffe. Investing is the intersection of economics and psychology. Seth Klarman. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Warren Buffett. Markets are constantly in a state of uncertainty and flux, and money is made by discounting the obvious and betting on the unexpected. George Soros. You get recessions, you have stock market declines. If you don't understand that's going to happen, then you're not ready. Peter Lynch. Buy when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own. Baron Rothschild. Great investors are not unemotional, but are inversely emotional. They get worried when the market is up and feel good when everyone is worried. Bill Miller. The way to make money is to buy when blood is running in the streets. John D. Rockefeller. The most contrarian thing of all is not to oppose the crowd but to think for yourself. Peter Thiel. Don't look for the needle in the haystack, just buy the haystack. John Bogle. There's no shame in losing money on a stock. Everybody does it. What is shameful is to hold on to a stock, or worse, to buy more of it when the fundamentals are deteriorating. Peter Lynch. If you have trouble imagining a 20% loss in the stock market, you shouldn't be in stocks. John Bogle. The biggest mistake most people make in investing is not investing. John Bogle. I never try to predict the market. I try to buy when there's a great value. Paul Tudor Jones. Only buy something that you'd be perfectly happy to hold if the market shut down for 10 years. Warren Buffett. The biggest mistake in investing is to believe that past performance guarantees future results. Jack Bogle. Losing some money is an inevitable part of investing, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. Joel Greenblatt. Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted. Howard Marks. There are two kinds of investors: those who don't know where the market is headed, and those who don't know that they don't know. William Bernstein. The most common cause of low prices is pessimism. Warren Buffett. In the world of investing, being correct about something isn't at all synonymous with being proven correct right away. Howard Marks. The most important thing is to stay rational and not let emotions cloud your judgment. Charlie Munger. The function of economic forecasting is to make astrology look respectable. John Kenneth Galbraith. Markets are never wrong, opinions often are. Jesse Livermore. Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. Warren Buffett. Good things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Abraham Lincoln. Invest for the long haul. Don't get too greedy and don't get too scared. Shelby M.C. Davis. Investing is simple, but not easy. Warren Buffett. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Warren Buffett. Courage taught me no matter how bad a crisis gets, any sound investment will eventually pay off. Carlos Slim. The more you learn, the more you earn. Warren Buffett. All intelligent investing is value investing, acquiring more than you are paying for. Charlie Munger. Please consider subscribing. Thank you.